Welcome, horror fiends! Come one, come all to Sideshow Horrors with your hosts, Psycho the Mike and Zombie B. We're dying to meet you!
Oh, that's actually the last part of the scene. So, welcome to our second episode of Sideshow Horror.
I'm Zombie B.
And I'm Psycho the Mike! And I'm Psycho the Mike.
That was awesome. Lips like sugar.
Sugar kisses. Cheers, baby. Lips like sugar. Sugar kisses. Lips like sugar. What'd you guys think of the first Evil Dead? It's pretty good.
It is pretty good, but we're bringing to you the Evil Dead 2 since we're on an Evil Dead kick, and this one has a lot more gore, scenes, and action. And a smart-assy Ash, and he really seemed to find himself in this movie.
Yeah, he did. It's a much better movie. And Ash actually is becoming more confident. He's definitely more confident in this movie. His voice changes a few times.
He kicks ass in this movie.
Is he more nasally in this one, or is he less nasally? Because I remember in Evil Dead he was
Kind of young and kind of nasally, like way up here, but now he's kind of got some confidence.
This one he was a little bit of both. He was nasally, and then he turned into a man.
A man? Shut up, Linda.
Oh, speaking of Linda, we have a Linda number 2. We have
Wow.
Ash, who apparently is really fucking stupid and goes back to the cabin with a second girlfriend named Linda.
Who happens to be Linda.
Yeah. And she dies, of course, which is a given.
But he didn't say, "Shut up, Linda." Every time they go out in the cabin.
Mm-hmm. And it wasn't the same cabin.
Fuck no, it wasn't the same cabin.
And the reason this is so fucking confusing is because they couldn't get rights to the first one to show us, to kind of recap on what happened. So we're just left completely fucking confused. And apparently I'm not the only one that thought that, because when I looked it up to see what the hell was actually going on, Bruce Campbell even said, everybody's fucking confused, that Bruce seemingly forgot.
Including Bruce himself.
Yeah, seemingly forgot about what happened in the cabin, and suddenly has a new girlfriend named Linda and takes her up to the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
It's like he's in my mind.
There's an odd thing about Evil Dead 2. There's a weird little trivia in that people think that Ash, the character Ash, was stupid enough to go back to the cabin with a new group of friends. Because the way it was retold, we didn't own the rights to our own movie that was done by New Line Cinema. The second movie was done by Dino De Laurentiis. Well, we didn't have the rights. We couldn't get the rights to our own movie, which is the most ridiculous thing ever. So we just shot a recap with different actors as though that was the recap. But people thought, what's with all, he's coming back to the same cabin with these new people? What? So there's a big debate of is Evil Dead 2 a remake or a sequel? It's a requel. You know, it's whatever you want to call it.
Oh, and by the way, the second Linda,
She's
hot. Didn't you think she was hot?
She was prettier.
She was cute. And she was kind of, she was freaky. She was much more convincing than the original Linda. Yeah. Anyway, so it's awesome. We enjoyed Evil Dead 2.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty fun.
Yep.
Lots of cool shit.
This is
Here's-
where
yeah.
Axe where Ash gets
should
his
be Axe.
chainsaw arm.
Mm-hmm. You guys will
Uses
see
his
that.
arm.
Now here's a fact about Evil Dead 2. Our friend, our hero, Stephen King, liked Evil Dead so much that he ended up funding Evil Dead 2, right? Is that
He
true?
got it funded.
Oh, he got it funded.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody wanted to fund it, and so he actually made some calls and convinced, I can't remember who it was, but convinced them to fund the movie.
So sweet.
He was a fan of Evil Dead 1.
Absolutely. And I'm so just excited. Evil Dead's awesome. Evil Dead 2 is even more awesome. And I really love in Evil Dead 2 how there's no continuity errors.
What's continuity?
Oh, jeez. Continuity errors, like mistakes, like different, seven different
okay.
blood types, colors, rainbow blood, and this and that.
Speaking of blood, they had, what was it, 3-4 different colors of blood, and they had to do
That's
that
insane.
so that...
Where's that dog coming from? There's a little dog yapping.
Yeah.
So that what? So that...
I'm
Was
like,
it the dog?
that was my dog.
Oh, God. So that is
That
her
was
dog.
my dog.
Zombie's dog.
Salem.
Salem looks like a little bat. She's cute.
Be my little bad dog.
She's
But
cute.
anyways, they had to use different colored blood so that they didn't get an NC-17 rating.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah. Too much gore.
For 1987.
487. 87.
1987.
we both looked down.
19
We have our
hold
facts
on,
written
one
down
sec.
just in case.
Hold on. When did it come out?
19.
Hold on. Wait. Let me look.
80.
87. 1987.
1987. Mm-hmm.
Shut up, Linda. So yeah, as we were talking about, clearly there was no lessons learned.
Clearly, there was no lessons learned.
Clearly, there was no lessons learned.
No lessons
And
learned.
he has the major bad luck. Well, major bad luck with the Lindas. But this Linda, he's like, fuck it. I'm gonna find another Linda and take her back to the cabin, even though I've been there and
Almost died.
I'm possessed and
lost
this and
my
that.
first girlfriend.
lost
and
my first
my
Linda.
family and
my family. Yeah.
basically everything.
And Scotty.
Who is Scotty?
Scotty. You
I'm
know,
just kidding.
Scotty. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up, zombie.
That unforgettable character, Scotty. But,
By the way, if
yeah.
y'all are kind of curious to what I'm drinking, I'm drinking
Blood of
some
your enemies?
Baileys and cream.
Baileys and cream.
and it's really good. What was before we get started with clips and the scenes and stuff? What was the name of Bobby Joe? What was his name in the movie? I don't even think the guy even had
I
a
don't
name.
think he had a name.
But you'll see him.
He didn't have teeth either, so I don't
Oh.
really remember.
The
what-
best teeth ever. Those are
ever.
probably his real teeth. Bobby Joe!
I was trying to look to see if they were fake or not.
They're not fake, they're real. That's probably one of their friends, Cassidy. He was probably like the guy that, you know, I don't know, shit. His fucking family went out of town and Had the keggers at his place. Hey, let's go to whatever his name's place for kegger.
Whatever his name.
Yeah, they don't
Whatever
know.
that fucking guy's
He's never
name
had
is.
a name, even in high school. It's just never a name.
Bobby Joe is actually, Sam Raimi wanted to have his roommate play her. But,
That was his roommate? Bobby
No.
Joe?
no, he wanted
Oh.
his roommate to play her.
Ah.
I was a Stephen King. So speaking of the new Linda, new girlfriend, Linda 2, Linda 3, Linda 1, whatever the fuck she is, do you remember what he said to her in the beginning? That we were
He was-
laughing and he was all cheesy and
Cheese
shit,
ball,
and we were
trying
like,
to romance her, trying to get her in
Yeah.
bed. Oh yeah, he said something like, "They're not gonna come back," something like that.
yeah,
They're not gonna come back. They're not gonna come back.
in the fucking cabin
Yeah.
in the woods where he forgot that shit happened.
And then he says something like, "What do you say we have some champagne, huh, baby?" And does that with his eyebrows, and then he says, "After all, I'm a man and you're a woman." And then what does he say?
At least last time I checked.
Yeah. He's like, "After all, I am a man and you're a woman. At least last time I checked." Something like that.
Do
And
it.
then he goes,
I feel funny about being here. What if the people who own this place come home?
They're not gonna come back.
I almost laughed
They're not
like
gonna-
you. Like that was a
They're
real
not
laugh.
gonna. They're not gonna come back.
And if they do,
yeah. And if they do,
it's on our
What do you
bro.
say we have some champagne, huh, baby?
That was really good. I like that.
and then he's
He's like, after all, I'm a man and you're a woman.
did he do the laugh then?
He did that after.
Oh.
Said last time I checked.
He said, after all, I am a man and you're a woman. Or at least the last time I checked.
Something like
yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, what do you say we have some champagne, huh, baby? Huh?
Sure.
After all, I'm a man and you're a woman. At least last time I checked.
Okay.
Bum bum.
They're not gonna come back.
Back.
They're not gonna come back.
Like that?
I like
They're not gonna come back. Oh, Linda, they're not gonna come back.
Something like that.
They're not gonna come back.
There we go.
Oh, they're not. Oh, Linda, they're not gonna come back. Getting a little drunk. What do you say we have some champagne, huh, baby?
Is that a good one?
That was a good one.
What do you see? What do you say we have some champagne, huh, baby?
Totally over dramatized
Yeah.
is what he did.
Yeah.
Not you, but him.
After all, I'm a man and you're a woman.
At least last time I checked.
At least last time I
That's
checked.
the part that correct.
At least last time I checked. Chin down.
At least last time I checked.
Since
At
you
least
said the
last
chin
time.
down thing, I think we should show some of our favorite Bruce faces, or the many Bruce faces.
The many Bruce face. Holy crap. He had so
Because-
many faces and screams in Evil Dead 2 compared to the first one, didn't he?
Yeah.
The first one, it's like he didn't quite have the Ash full character down, but in this one, man, God, he was on fire.
Yeah.
Wait till you guys see Army of Darkness. Holy crap. It's fucking insane.
Buried her in the earthen floor of the fruit cellar.
That's how you probably laugh, huh? Or maybe Henrietta. What was the
Oh,
Henrietta
do the
scene?
Henrietta.
What was the Henrietta scene?
Henrietta was actually played by Ted Raimi.
Yeah.
And it's this big old fat creepy suit.
And what happened to the suit? The suit, he
was
got
so
so hot
hot.
in the suit.
He was pouring sweat and they had to drain the suit. You can actually see when he turns, the sweat drains out of his ear.
That's so gross.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine the stank freaking booty
Ew.
that suit must have smelled like?
Oh, God, I didn't
Ah.
notice that.
Well, I'm all about smells.
Yeah, apparently.
I got a sensitive nose, Linda. Don't spit on me, Linda.
Yeah, when he's in. Do you remember that scene when he's in the shed and he's putting together the contraption of the wrist, the forearm, and the chainsaw, and it made all those sounds like.
Yeah, and he's
Remember
just
that?
like, he doesn't even act like he just lost his fucking arm. He's just,
Yeah, because there's no blood. He just
Yeah.
kind of wrapped his.
he's like, oh shit, I just lost my arm.
He just wrapped his
My
stump.
hand.
No blood. He's all good.
Let's throw a chainsaw. Let's throw a
Chainsaw.
chainsaw on that shit and we'll be good.
And then he goes. It goes. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not a sound effect person.
Yeah, he puts
But
on.
yeah.
And then he's like, groovy.
And supposedly, I think they said that you can see the chainsaw blade is. That's what it was. It's duct taped to the.
It was?
I believe so. Yeah, it was duct taped to it.
Does he kind of do the. Or does he look up when he says groovy, or does he kind of look at the camera and is like, groovy. Groovy.
I never.
Groovy. Groovy. Something like that. I
Yeah,
don't know.
something. Either way, it's a cool line.
It's awesome. I love the sound
It's a cool
effects,
line.
though.